Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. We are in a little bit of a pickle now. We're having some starvation issues going on. It's just now harvest season, and we struggle to get even over 1,000 food, and so that is just not great at all. We just got into plantations. We swapped out a couple of the fields over here a couple episodes ago, and it doesn't seem to be doing enough yet. So what we did is I put 4 more plantations in here before I start to swap these out, because I want these up and running before we replace these other fields here. So we're gonna have those 4 going. My problem is we're having people die of starvation and we don't have enough laborers. So I'm flexing people where we can. I'm turning off our research institutes to have those people. Our builders are getting cut back, and we're just kind of a little struggling a little bit here. Kind of waiting for this batch of immigrants to get here. I know again that having starvation and then inviting a bunch more people to come and hang out with us doesn't seem like the greatest idea, but we got to have the people to run the stuff. We did have a couple more plantations up here in the last episode growing us some cacti, so we have 3 of those going practices, and then we got the soybeans also recently. We got those guys working out as well. 368 in the last season. These cactuses though, look at that, and look at those numbers: 640, 490, pretty good. 500. So I'm not sure yet if they can eat the cactuses outright or if they have to be processed somewhere first. This is a cactus cut, food that is made from the cactus at the cactus workshop. Long time consumption is harmful to health. I don't know if they can eat both these things or if they have to be into the cactus cuts yet. I'm not sure yet. To kind of watch and see what happens. So if that is the case, we have to put some more people there to work on that stuff to get the cactus storage that we have cut up and edible. Take away another person from our research institute here, and yeah, you see we're down to 26 just right after harvest season. That is just awful. We're really hurting, and water's getting low as well. So with a little bit of people, we flexed into the big wells here. I don't think I have any more big wells open. Okay, we do have one more slot right here to put somebody in it like that. And then, oh, this is our new little area that we're building. I didn't have any houses over here for a while, and so I had all these things turned off, but it looks like we have some houses over here now, so we're gonna have to turn the stuff back on. That's kind of another problem. I maybe should have held off on this a little bit longer and just had the people wanting new houses. Hopefully, again, with this batch of immigrants, we'll be able to handle it. And over here as well, we want to get into some more fishing type of stuff, and let's do that right now while we're thinking about it. Get that going straight away here, and we'll get that road to connect, and we'll do all that in just a moment. And that's kind of the update. We're just waiting for those people to get here. We're losing a ton of people to starvation, as I was saying, and we had full cemeteries, of course. So not only are we losing the people to the starvation, and that, you know, in itself sucks, we were also losing happiness because there was nowhere to bury the dead. And so it's just compounding problems. But we're doing okay regardless with happiness. We are in 1 yellow smiley face, so that's pretty good. Our hearts are what's hurting. In addition to having all these other problems, I want to push into the nursery and herb knowledge. So we have 3 points. So let's do that right now. I know we did find the herb seed in the last episode that we could buy with an order, but I'm gonna go this way and use the tech point and save our silver coins. We don't really have a ton of silver coins at the moment, so I'm gonna save what we have, and because I would like to get to fix. We're at about 600 porcelain now, 690, almost 700. So once we get that back up to 1,000, we'll do another caravan, assuming we've got the people to do it, and we'll get the silver coins and we'll order ourselves that pig. That pig is going to be so huge in our food problems. Fixing it, I mean. We'll do that. And somebody mentioned, why aren't we rushing into corrals? Because the corrals are great. You know, increases yield by 50%. Yeah, they are good, absolutely. I'm not rushing corrals because I rushed farming first. So that was the deal, and then we went farming, and then we had to have the mines, so we got the ore and the stone, and now we're hurting on health, so we have to get in the nursery. If I could do all the things all at the same time, I totally would. I can't, so I have to prioritize things based on like what's happening during the game, and that's what we're doing. Sure, I could have waited on my transfer station and the warehouse and all these other things and got points there, but I just didn't do it that way, I guess. No particular reason other than I just want all the things and I can't have all the things right away. So we have another tech point, and speaking of going into the corral, I do like that idea. So we're going to start working our way down there since we've got our nursery, we've got our herb knowledge, because if we can get not the buffaloes and the alpaca and the pigs in there, we're going to be doing great. 50% if used to raise other animals. So all that's definitely good. So not a bad idea, but just I needed all the things. I want all the things, and I just can't do that yet. So that's why we didn't get into the corral. So we'll do that. We'll work our way down there. It'll be a minute before we can get anywhere else. So I haven't been watching on who we're losing. So it looks like we lost a farmer. We did have somebody to replace that person. I'm really thinking about turning off our the school to get some workers back, but let's see what these immigrants do for us here. They should be arriving very, very shortly. We should even probably see them on the map already, but I don't see them yet. And we'll grab those guys and we'll see what we can do with those. I might even turn the school off. I'm really tempted to. Oh, I saw this too. Use paper to accelerate graduation. Absolutely, we're gonna do that. So paper, yes. And the water was another thing. So I really considered going into clean water and getting the reservoirs rolling, because these things are pretty good at kicking out the water for us. But we had some spaces for people in the big wells, so that's what we did. We threw some people in there, and I'm just going to hold off a little bit longer on the reservoirs, and we should hopefully be able to get away with big wells, but we're going to need a few more. I got one on the way over in this area that we built up, but not quite here yet. Okay, so here are our immigrants, 16 immigrants. All right. We're gonna grab you guys for sure, and I'm gonna slow down the game. I'm gonna stop the game and just take a moment, and we're gonna assign some of these peeps to some places. So we need some builders to begin with to get some of this other stuff put up, like all these houses and this fishing dock. So I'm gonna put a couple more people into builders. We'll do 2. That's gonna put us at 16 laborers. We need to replenish our fishing dock. Okay, we did have a person working in gathering us sand that died. I'm not going to replace that person yet. We had a couple people who are running in the farms die. Let's see if these are that. None of these guys anywhere up here. Yep, so the cacti farm right here. And I think what we're going to do is, I do want to get into medicine and fodder with the other cactuses, but I think for now we're going to go with the food. We'll do that, get that person started up like there. And we have 13 laborers, so we can do some nurseries up here. We've been talking about that for a while now, so I think we'll do that as well. We were just talking about getting some builders, so hopefully we can get that other stuff built up, and then we can get this stuff built up, and then we'll be really good to go. So let's go with a handful of these things. We'll probably, do a ton of them. You end up having to have a lot of nurseries, especially if you do stuff other than just the regular medicinal herbs. You can get tobacco, you can get what else can you get in there? Teas, all sorts of good stuff in the nursery. So we'll be doing that, and then of course we have to gather the plants to get us our herb seeds now. So that'll take a moment. Well, hopefully not too long before we find the herb seeds. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of little spots around here, and the rest of our laborers will go and do that stuff. They're gonna clear stuff out. Hopefully our builders can get this stuff built up and really rare them to go. And I'm really wanting this to get built up. More plantations over here. Throw some more workers in there. Get some more food going. We really, really need it. Let's check the graph. Let's see how close we are from getting positive production in our food. Very, very, very close. So if we get these 4 plantations running and we get these other cacti workshops going, it's going to be really good. Now, you know what? I do this all the time, where I put in another building when I could have just put a second person in the building that we already had. So we'll do an additional person there. That's gonna get going. Okay, we got cuts, cactus cuts. Let's go medicine, and let's go water. Oh, look at this. Starvation, no tombstone to mourn over again. These cemeteries are just brutal. The add-on that I got for them doesn't really seem to be doing anything, which is kind of disappointing. I think I'm going to throw in another bigger cemetery up over here. It just means that we got to work toward Carlos and get our Carlos rep up and get that infinite burial site that we can get. Ooh, so we have industry or agriculture event. There are many workers who have found that they can increase work efficiency and production by increasing power and water consumption. However, this will produce more wastewater containing pollutants. No, we need the agriculture right now. I don't care about industry. So we are going to say no to that. Maybe later we can do that, and especially if we have some reservoirs, we can do that, but not gonna happen yet. So I'm gonna say no to that event. Keep our agriculture as good as we can get it. How is this guy doing? 3%, okay, transferring stuff around. You're pretty full. No, 2, okay. Transfer stations are doing their work. They're getting the goods distributed as needed. Looks like we are out of fat. So how's our butcher doing? Are we at cap with something, or what's going on here? Just can't keep up with 2 soap places, it looks like. If I had more workers, I'd throw another person in there, but we can't quite do that yet. We have students dying from starvation and no tombstones. So that means you're full, so we'll destroy you. That's got a priority. Okay, we'll do that. Get all these graveyards built up. Get that stuff working. We really need to get that going. And it looks like we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 people over here to run this new neighborhoody area. Okay, so this should be harvest season, so we should be good on food. Man, we lost a lot of cactuses there. Holy cow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, 34? What? How does this one have 34 and this one have 300? And this one's 400. That doesn't make any sense to me. Where do we have any warehouses up there? We have this one warehouse. That doesn't even have any cactuses in it at all. Weird. Okay, so we're gonna put in a couple more warehouses up here, and hopefully those people can store some stuff up there and make the efficiency a little bit better. That's crazy that we're so low on all that stuff. Our quarry is getting empty. We do have that new quarry ready to go once this is ready to be completed. So that's only at 19% left. We'll get that cleaned up pretty soon here. And this guy's right here, mountain quarry. It'll be good. How's this guy doing? Yeah, okay, so this thing's still gathering us some food. Definitely want to keep those for now. I'm not going to get rid of anything that's getting us food, but I am going to do this and do a big old grab of all sorts of vegetables and wild plants, since all the farmers right now, of course, are on break, and so we're going to put them to work, and they're going to do some gathering for us. So we'll get that happening, and let's see if we got that thingy doodler yet. We did not get the medicinal seeds. So, and these aren't built yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. We really could use some more builders. Things are taking a long time to get built up, and just going hand in hand without having people, basically. So that's just how it is right now. We need to keep our happiness up. We need to get our food going. We need to have places for people to live and all that other good stuff. So it's kind of a thing right now. Oh, we could buy some food if we absolutely had to, except not in this batch. Chocolate, I guess, but not really what I was thinking. We could do an order of food, but like I said, I want to save up. Let's see, where are we at with porcelain? We can find some. 860. So soon we will have our caravan, sending some people out and getting us that all those goods that we can get here. All the silver coins, getting that stuff sold up. Okay, we still have no tombstones. Okay, that thing's getting built up. Yep, let's go. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out right now. We're just kind of trying to survive, trying to get food and hanging out and trying to get by. So I'll bring you back in a moment once we're built up, once we're doing a little bit better. I'll be back in just a second. Oh, there we go. We got the new crop seed. I'll bet you that's our herb seed. Excellent. All right, welcome back, everybody. We have our 1,000 porcelain. So that means we are going to try and script together some people and do a caravan. So we're up to 5 free laborers right now, and we do need sand, we do need clay happening, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to flex a couple people off of the extra production of our sand and clay. It's going to give us 9 folks. We're going to form a caravan. It's going to be 7. It's going to go to Carlos. It's going to be selling items, and that item is going to be porcelain at 1,000. So we should make a little bit of money off of this. It's going to be at about 19,000. We're still gonna be short our piggies. What does this sell for? Anything? Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. What does this sell for? Anything? Not really. Not a lot. Which surprised me. I feel like that the tiers were gonna be like one of the most valuable things, but I guess not. Anyways, we were gonna do porcelain. We're gonna do porcelain, and of course, now all of the people that we grabbed to go on this adventure are gone now. So we're down to 5 already. So maybe what I really should do is turn this way back, pause the game. Let's go ahead and back off some of our builders. Pause the game, I said. We'll go 7, back off some of our builders. Caravan, form a caravan. Do this all over again. All right, selling 1,000. So we're about to get 8,800 points. Not super great, but hey, we'll take it. Okay, now we're gonna be okay. So this is kind of a risk it for the biscuit type of situation. The biscuit's kind of far away though, and we know we need more silver coins. So I guess this is kind of stupid, to be honest with you. But we got the porcelain. I wanted to get it out of here and get it going around town. We can get those coins that we need. But let's see, we can replace this cemetery. We got this cemetery done, this cemetery done finally. It took a long time. We have all 4 more plantations. So what I did is the 3 people that were working in each of these farms, as soon as the plantation was built, I saw what good they were making, and a lot of the case was rice. So it took them off that and moved them onto this. Took them off this, moved them onto this, took them off this, moved them onto this. So now instead of the fields, they're working in the plantations. And these plantations are queued up to be destroyed to be replaced with yet more plantations. So that's on the way. We are in the green with food now. It can't be that much though. It's a little bit, just flick. But that's okay. That's all we need. It's just a flick. But look at this. So our beverages are still hurting so badly. So what I think I'm gonna do is get into. Oh, I'm torn now. I do want to get into the corral, especially if we're gonna get those pigs soon. But I think what I'm going to do is regrettably kind of get into... Well, we don't have sand and we don't have clay. So, never mind. I was going to say get the clean water, but we'll go eco pasture. Kind of investing in our future a little bit there. That's fine. Totally okay to do that. And fishing dock is done over here. So, what we could do is do another fishing dock. I'm just going to hold off. I did put one person as a vendor in here. Oh, I didn't even realize that we had this built. 2 of our workers went to there. So... fine. Gonna leave that as is. So we could see if we could flex anybody else around. I mean, we're kind of scraping by with a lot of this stuff. So yeah, nursery just got completed. That's great. Let's see. Anything else? Not really. So we'll cut it back a couple builders. Our research institutes are at a standstill. That guy's only got 1 builder. Let's see. This guy's got 2. Back 1 more person off there. And we'll just go with this. So yeah, this whole deal over here, I'm gonna put in these health facilities because that's what's needed mostly. I'm really thinking about turning the school off. I know I just said that, but man, this 20 workers would be nice. You know what? Boy, that's tempting. I tell you what. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. Anyways, so I had a couple commenters asking like they want to know about me a little bit more. And I'm totally fine with that, but I'm really bad at talking about myself. I'm gonna try and like share a little bit more about me throughout my videos here. And the thing that I'm gonna start with is something that has helped me through a lot of junk, and it's just something that I absolutely love, and that's music. So I was curious on what kind of music do you guys like? I know a lot of people say they like whatever type of music, and then I find, oh, do you like this band? No, I don't like that. Well, that's that happens a lot. But I like a lot of different kind of music. The thing that I like the least is probably like modern day country, that pop country stuff. My brother really likes the older country stuff, so I get to hear that from him pretty often. I guess that's another thing about me. I have a brother, a younger brother. He's a couple of years younger than me. Get to see him pretty often. He lives about 45 minutes from my house, so that's pretty great. But back to the music anyways. My favorite music genre is probably metal overall. Right now, my friend Cameron really got me into power metal, and that's like, it's obviously metal, but it's like high vocals, it's like symphonic, it's really nerdy in some cases, like talking about it, going on adventures and fighting dragons and stuff. It's fantastic. I love it. I'm a huge nerd. I like Viking mythology. I like mythologies in general. It's a little bit I think I've talked about that a little bit in a couple of our episodes. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. So let me know what kind of music you like in the comments below. And I'm always looking for new stuff to listen to. So if there's something new that you suggest and I go check it out and I like it, I'll let you know. So I appreciate that. Thanks. As far as our game goes here, man, so the harvest season just happened, right? So we're at 1,500 food, and that's decent, and it's still in the green, but it still dwindles, which is just goofy to me. But anyways, food seems to be getting a little bit better, getting a little bit of handle on it. We've got about 170 days left on our porcelain run. We have no free workers. We have people dying of thirst and freezing to death and starvation. All sorts of problems right now. Yeah, we have no new technologies coming in because that's all shut down. Trying to flex our workers and making sure that our base stuff is still dealt with. We're running out of domestic fuel. We're really hurting. So we do have, luckily, some more immigrants on the horizon, and I'm probably going to grab those peeps. We'll have 3 more that can go into this plantation. We can really beef up these cactus workshops. So this seems to be doing really well. Look at this, 890 produced last year. That's great. 3 people working on there. We have 3 of them built already. If we can get a handful of more workers, get those guys really working on that. We have a ton of cactuses saved up. We could be getting cactus cuts like crazy. So that's probably what we'll do until we can get those pigs. That pig is a goal. It's on the, it's getting closer, but it's still out of our reach for now. We'll probably see if we could get what else we could have for exports. We have some fireworks that we could maybe export. Paper, no, like not a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of wood, but not a whole lot. So we'll just have to see. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'm kind of running out of time for the day. I spent a lot of time this evening fixing my wife's car. She had her battery was dead because it's been so dang cold around here. So I lost a little bit of my evening for that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival. And I hope that you have a fantastic and amazing evening, day, or night.